welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is David and this is David's Closet. On this channel we talk about handbags, accessories, small leather goods, all of those fun things from the male point of view and on a budget. So if that's something that you find interesting, please hit that subscribe button below, share with your friends if they like similar things, and if you already subscribe and have been here for a minute, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. Today's video is a little unboxing. It is a SLG. As I know I've said many times on this channel, sorry, I'm taking all the stickers off too. I am not a huge SLG person. I have some, I enjoy them. Majority of my SLGs are Coach Outlet and kind of more generic brand, but I do have a handful of luxury ones now, and I've added one. My handy dandy little box cutter here. This is something that I normally wouldn't have purchased, but once I show you, I'll kind of explain why I purchased it. And then of course, I'm obviously blaming Jame of James Jam for this because she is an SLG queen. So I'll be sending her my bill. So this item is obviously from Fashionphile, like majority of my pre-loved purchases. I am going to do a video, I've been meaning to do it now for a while, on the Real. I've had a few instances where I'm not thrilled with the Real right now. So definitely need to do that at some point, but haven't had the chance. And of course it's an SLG, but it comes with all of the goodies. A nail file, some confetti, and then my item here. And I know I'm jumping right into this because I am so excited, and I will explain everything very, very shortly. I also don't have a lot of time to film, so I want to get it done. So here it is. It is a pink Prada pouch. Now, I know that you're probably watching this and thinking, David, you just bought a Prada pouch, and you would be right. I just purchased this from my sales associate in Orlando, from my Prada store there, and I bought this one and I really like it, but it was very expensive and you know, all the things. Well, this one popped up on Fashionphile's website and the color was intriguing. Now, I will be honest, in person, the color is not quite as vibrant as it appeared to be in the listing, but I do love it. I think it's a really pretty berry color, and I don't know if it's even coming across on camera right, but it's gorgeous. I, of course, love the silver contrast there, and my phone is ringing, so hopefully it makes no noise for you, but I just love that so much. And then inside, it has the Prada plaque, of course, and this is just a piece of fabric. There's no pocket or anything, so it's just a piece of fabric. And then on the other side, it has a zipper pocket that was unzipped and now I've zipped it. And then inside it's just pink. So this one is not double lined with a jacquard lining, so it's much thinner. This is just literally one layer of nylon, with the exception of the front panel is 2 layers of nylon because of the zipper and the plaque, but that's it. So it's a little bit different, not quite as structured. This one definitely holds its own shape even when it's unstuffed. But you can also see it's quite the size difference. This is the larger version. And of course, just like a lot of brands, there are different versions of these things every year. There's changes made to them every season, you know, what have you. So they do look different. I think this is probably an older version, but the current version of this size retails for, I think, $6.95 or $5.95. I think it's $6.95. So I definitely was thrilled with this. I got this for $350. And the reason I'm so anxious to open it and I couldn't wait is because I actually put it on Fashionphile Reserve because I had literally just received and paid for this one, and we were going on a vacation, so there was a lot of stuff coming at once, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put this on reserve, so it's mine. I know it's secured, but I can kind of wait to pay for it until everything is over, just so I can ensure that I'm all good there. And it is made in Romania. Now when it comes to, well, and let's talk about what came with it. So of course it came with the Prada card, and then all of these fun little embellishments. Of course the care card, the RFDI information, the sales tag from wherever it was purchased. Like I said, they have these in many shapes and sizes, so it's really easy to find one pre-loved or new. I'll probably run this through the washing machine, but here it is. It does come with a decent sized dust bag as well, and it looks like a Fashionphile sticker on it. So obviously this is larger. Like I said, this is the larger size. This is the, I think it's called like the micro size now. I actually just looked at these today for some research. And these are now called either the mini or the micro. And then the big one, I think, is just called like the something pouch. Like I said, this is an older version, so it's not lined with the jacquard, which I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it really matters. But like mine, as you can see here, the black one is lined with that jacquard print, and that just gives it more structure. Similar to like the front of this one, it's pretty structured, but the back has absolutely no structure. So I'm going to just, for the purpose of this video, put those goodies back inside. But I will throw the dimensions on the screen for what Fashionphile says it is. Either way, I'm very excited. I don't know the best use case for this for me, which is one of the reasons I struggled to buy it. And when I was buying this one, I was kind of torn between the larger size and the current version and this, and I ultimately went with the small one, which was the better choice for this piece. And then when it comes to color, they have this in a really pretty like lime green color, and I really wanted it, but I did go with a neutral. So that's why when this popped up, I thought, you know, even though it's the larger size and it's slightly different, this is kind of a nice pop of color for me. I don't have a lot of pink. I do like the color pink, so I am very, very excited about this. So one bag I kind of figured I could use it with is my Cat Daddy bag, and yes, that is absolutely perfect. So very excited about that. So this is a bag I can use it with. Seeing how large it is, it's not an item I'm going to be able to carry with a lot of my bags, but I figured with some of these big totes that I do carry, that this would be a great addition. And this could also be nice for traveling, because I could definitely put lots of stuff in here and take it with me when I go on vacation. So for $350, I didn't feel like it was a horrible price, again, for what it is. And I am very, very happy to have it in my collection. And again, I love how they color match the Prada plaque on a lot of their items. I think that's special. Like my navy blue and my gray one up here, they have the plaque that matches, the pink matches. You know, some brands, their logo is just the logo. So, you know, for example, if it was just the black Prada pouch or plaque on everything, I just think that wouldn't be quite as special. So I definitely love this, and I'm so excited to have it in my collection. Let me know what you guys think below, and let me know if you think I got a good deal, or, well, I hope you do, but if you don't, let me know. Like I said, I know it's an older version. They haven't made this color I haven't seen in a long time, so don't know really the history of it. It's kind of hard to date some of these Prada items, to be honest, but either way, it's an excellent shape and I love it. That's one thing with Prada nylon, is it's either in really good shape or it's really, really worn on the pre-loved market. And I know I've talked before about how Prada pre-loved is usually the way to go, and I stand by that, especially with leather bags from Prada. But when you're looking at a nylon bag, I've actually seen, like those re-editions, I've talked when I purchased all of those, of how, you know, I ended up buying them new because ultimately I was only going to save a couple of $100s, and for me it's worth the experience of getting the packaging and getting to go to the boutique and have the experience for the price difference. Now, if I could snag one of these for $300, $400, $500, that's a huge difference. I would obviously do that. But when you're talking a price savings of maybe $250, it's still enticing, but it's not as enticing to me. And then also, because these nylon items, I don't know what people do to them, because trust me, I have a lot of them and mine are in really good shape still. But a lot of times on the pre-loved market, you see them and they are just worn out. So I would rather pay full price. And that's kind of where I was with the pouch when I bought my first one from Prada. I looked for pre-loved and everything I found was the same price as new. And a lot of them were actually priced higher than new. And they were actually selling, which was just blowing my mind that people were actually paying over retail for them. Especially because you can go to Prada.com and buy them directly. But the bigger one, I definitely was hoping that I could find a fun color and a deal. And I do feel like I got a deal on this one. But like I said, I think I paid $4.95 for this one. And Fashionphile had a couple of them in either the navy blue or this color, which were my two main choices, because I did rule out a fun pop of color like lime green pretty quickly for the price. But this was $5.95, and I think if they're $4.95, and the lowest I saw one of these in good condition was like $4.25, so that wasn't enough of a savings to justify me losing the experience of the store, getting the box, dealing with my sales associate, all of those things. But this, because I do believe the larger version is, I think it's almost $700. I could be wrong on that, what it is. And I know, like I said, this is a little bit of an older, different version, but size-wise and material, it's basically the same. For $350, that's almost half. So actually that is exactly half. I don't know how, I can't do math, but this is enough of a savings where I am on board 100%. Plus I got a color that they don't even have anymore. So all that to say, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you very much. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.